'cause baby, I've been fighting with all of my demons.
Alright, so today we're going to talk about the time that I almost got electrocuted at work. So I'm going to tell you right now, it's clickbait, alright? But anyway, for the purpose of this story, yes. Starting off, it was a normal day. And usually, in these types of jobs, if you know anything about being a stagehand or being in some sort of like live production union or anything like that, a lot of times you don't really know where you're going until day of. But that's beside the point. Anyway, eventually, the entire crew goes down to the stadium where there's going to be a tree lighting ceremony for Christmas, right? And eventually, we end up having to kind of slow down the setup, right? Because our electrician guy actually got into it with the stadium's electrician, and that was pretty funny. But anyway, besides that, we ended up gathering everything and setting everything up in a pretty good amount of time. This is like a Christmas tree lighting ceremony, like I mentioned, so it's cold, and the stadium and the area around it, the way it was built, it kind of creates a wind tunnel, especially where we were at. So it was like cold plus wind chill. It was just not a good time at all. But anyway, I'm down there with a Patagonia, like not even insulated, just freezing my nuts off. Eventually, it's time to like set up these towers, right? And it's one of like those things that since it's daytime when we're setting up, we're not really going to be able to know what it looks like until it gets darker out. So I'm kind of just guessing on the placement of these lights. I'm just doing like my basic, checklist. And at the time, I was a little newer, so my checklist wasn't even that long. It's just put it up and make sure it doesn't blow up, right? So eventually these towers get built with the lights on, and it's a little darker now. And lo and behold, they do not turn on. None of them do. So the guy at the council is like, so it turns out the lights that they gave us aren't rated to be outside in the cold. So you're going to have to go up there, unscrew the lamp from the actual fixture, climb down, and then heat them up with a car. So that's what 3 of us did. We ended up climbing back up like 15 feet high, having to unscrew these lights, which was, I want to say, about 3 in each pole. So maybe about 6 lights, right? We had to unscrew the lamps that are huge, not huge, but pretty bulky, right? One is definitely a 2-hander. Eventually, we had to put them in this car, turn on the heat, blast it, and wait until they were barely hot enough, or at least room temperature, to go and put them back up. So the best part about this is that at this point, we're like 15 minutes before the show starts. So we got Santa Claus already, like, with all the kids and the reindeers hopping around and doing their thing. Like, the show's about to start. Eventually, the crew, like the main crew that's running the show, they tell the rest of us, they're like, hey, you know what, guys, you guys can go. Like, show's about to start. And so we go, because we honestly, like, we were done. We end up having a very nice meal at this bar in the downtown area, and it was great. Other than having to go back and undo everything we did, you know. But moral of the story is, I don't know, wear a warmer jacket and learn how to, you know, read a pull sheet and know that some of these lights aren't rated for outside. But maybe that's just too much to ask. Anyways, I'll see y'all later. It's Charlie Novice. Peace out.
Yo sé que tengo
How to switch the vibe so I can blow up on TikTok. Ulysses on the ridge watching dance.